Welcome back to the program, everybody. We got a lot of wonderful messages to get to from our viewers. But speaking of wonderful people, Roxanne from Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions. She's the Rocks in Rockstar.
Right.
We do the Rockstar of the Day for Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions. Guys, it's Roxanne's 29th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Darnell wanted us to mention that. Yes, we are live before a studio audience. 29. Darnell, you fox. His wife's celebrating 29th birthday. Thanks for all you guys do for us and for the province, by the way, keeping the province moving with Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions. Arlene in Ottawa is watching. She says, hearing Connor Falk call any farm league to the NFL a minor league narrative, hope that helps folks finally stop wanting the CFL to move that way. So just hang on. More on that in a moment, but a sports update for Ballers Rec Room and Red Bull Canada. The Calgary Flames are the first Western team to advance in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Cam Talbot stopped all 31 shots he faced as Calgary shut out the Winnipeg Jets 4-0 to win their best-of-5 qualifying series. Pierre-Luc Dubois got his third goal of the game, got it in overtime, finishing the Blue Jackets' comeback from 3 goals down to beat the Leafs 4-3. Columbus now holds a 2-1 lead in their playoff qualifying series. DuPont's not worried. Jacob Markstrom had a 27-save performance for the first postseason shutout of his NHL career as the Vancouver Canucks beat the Minnesota Wild 3-0. The Canucks hold a 2-1 lead in their best-of-5 qualifier series. Nick Markakis hit a walk-off home run in the 9th inning to lift the Atlanta Braves to a 4-3 win over the Blue Jays. And there may be no CFL season just yet, but the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are still getting their championship rings made by Canadian jeweler Baron Championship Rings. The diamond-studded two-tone ring celebrates Winnipeg's 33-12 win over the Hamilton Tiger Cats last November. There it is. That is a thing of beauty.
Sure is.
This sports update for Ballers Rec Room, Saskatchewan's newest entertainment destination. Our arcade games and batting cages are officially open. No reservations necessary. And for Red Bull Canada, Red Bull gives you wings. And enjoy Red Bull responsibly, obviously. But I picked this up last night in our room. It was part of the VIP package. Well, for any package, anybody that went to the Krugo Fest, we saw Jess Moskaluk, Canadian singing star there. Thank you, Red Bull, for your sponsorship of that. They support great things. Can you put that comment up from Jack Fulton, guys? He's watching in Vulcan, Alberta. He says, I'm talking to lifelong CFL fans that are fed up with the lack of any kind of a solid plan combined with total lack of communication. The fact that we are watching other pro sports doesn't help. It's a sad situation, losing interests.
Right on, 100%.
Jim Lang on yesterday, Canada's foremost NFL expert and former voice of the Argos, and he just said this whole situation is sad for the CFL. They're fighting over scraps. Now, MLSE will take over the CFL. It's happening. It's already happening, actually. They're going to pump money into this thing. So, Lynch, over to you. You're the guest. I've talked about it enough all week. What's your take on where the CFL is at and where it's going?
Well, it's not going very far, that's for sure. It's amazing how each day goes by and nothing happens. That just frustrates me. And I just saw the thing from Danny Machocha, how upset he was last night, how bad things are. I don't think they've advanced much since last week and 2 weeks ago.
Or a couple of months.
Or a couple of months ago, really. I am frustrated beyond, I know. I've heard that they're trying to get things together for having the same thing as a bubble in Winnipeg for September 2nd. Or maybe it's October 2nd. And have a 6-game schedule. But I don't think it's going to happen to that. And then nothing happens. It's really incredible. I don't understand how it keeps on going. Day after day after day and nothing happening. I've been saying to you, I can't believe how some of the real leaders in this league, supposed leaders of these teams, haven't grabbed the bull by the horns and just gone into Ottawa and said, hey, we got to get this done.
I think they've tried.
Well,
I do. Want to give a shout out, by the way. Will Spell writes in. He says, I'm watching from Amarillo, Texas. I bet it's a hot one down there. Well, thank you for watching in Amarillo. One of my favorite country songs, obviously. One of the greatest country songs of all time.
I keep hoping we're going to hear it because, there's our team's good team, real good team. Winnipeg's a real good team. 4 or 5 real good teams in the league right now. And it'll be a very exciting year. But the ball's not being grabbed by anybody. I mean, it's still sitting out there.
Do you think they're worried about how it looks? Because it looks really bad.
It looks horrible.
Yeah, you got the CFL diehards now saying this is sad. For a league that's ultra concerned about how it looks, sometimes I think they don't think much about how this is going to look because it looks terrible. But let's flip it on the MLSE thing in the time we have left, and then we'll take a break and come back for viewer takeover. You and I were discussing this in the car ride up here. You asked me how it's going to work. And I don't have a problem with corporations involved in sports as long as they're on the up and up. And MLSE is. Yep. They've proven it time and time again. They're worth $4.4 billion. They're the reigning NBA champions. And the Leafs are always in the conversation, even though they haven't won since 1967.
I hope they take over. I think it'd be great. They're winners. They are winners. Got a lot of guys, a lot of money in there. They like to win, and that's all I'm concerned about. And
everybody likes to win.
And they can make it happen. I think they can make it happen. It's so disorganized now, we can't get it all together. I think they are capable of getting it all together and making it happen because Canadians do want football.
Oh, they sure do.
They want to watch it. No, I think they realize that.
So from our viewers, Jeff Krieger writes that he says it looks worse than when baseball had a strike and the fans didn't come back. You are right. That turned off so many people in 1994 when the Expos were robbed of their best, potentially a World Series. A lot of fans never came back. This is what the CFL's dealing with. I said it earlier in the show, but if you missed it, I'll say it again. It's amazing the view you get when you walk out of the forest. There's a lot of people that can't see the forest for the trees right now that work in the CFL and the national media covering the CFL. Well, I'm standing outside the forest right now. It looks pretty clear to me. You guys don't play, you're going to be dead. Yeah. But from Sean Dahl, a viewer in Saskatoon, he says, I'm so confused about this MLSE thing. Is it speculation, hoping, or confirmed? It's happening already. When I first made that report, Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was, that the MLSE is currently controlling the CFL and running the CFL, because control is a scary word. It's influencing the CFL. My phone just blew up with people like, oh, you found out. Yeah, it's happening. And it's not a bad thing. Everybody likes it. $100 million, let's say, if they were to put it into the Canadian Football League from MLSE, is like their lunch fund.
That's right.
For a week. You know that, right?
That's right. And I mean, that would just solve everything.
It would solve everything. And instead of the NFL being the miraculous savior and donor, which nobody really wanted, MLSE has that money, so why not give them the control? Then I was trying to save this for my column tomorrow, but I'll scoop myself and put it out today. I know a lot of really good people that have left the CFL, high-level people, because of idiotic decisions by the owners. For instance, a lot of them didn't want a 10th team in Atlantic Canada because it would cut the TV money by a 10th. The owners didn't want to share it.
Yep.
How stupid is that? If MLSE is controlling and wagging the dog that is the CFL, they're not going to put up with stupid thinking like that.
That's right.
And Randy Ambrosie, from what I understand, has formed or is forming a wonderful partnership and relationship with MLSE. He is going to be the commissioner moving forward. And darn, it looks like a great decision that I've had his back since day one. Now, so again, none of the media is reporting on this because they're all afraid of their jobs because MLSE controls the TV networks in this country. But they don't control me and they don't control Game Plus. So I'm not afraid of it, and I'm not looking for a job in the CFL, nor at TSN or Sportsnet. So this is where it's going. Get used to it. And I haven't heard anybody that has a problem with it, by the way.
They haven't. No,
nobody.
You can't have. So you can't have. It makes sense. Let's do it. The only thing that bothers me, we got to get going now. We can't, fool around any longer. They got to get the season on fire, and let's go. I don't like the.
Well, it's not. Forget about this season, okay? Drop it.
You want to forget this?
They're
year?
not playing.
You want to forget this year?
It's not a matter of what I want. It's feasibly not.
Probably right.
Able to happen. Yeah. So forget. That's why I don't understand. You think we're dumb? I don't understand this ruse that they're doing. I don't get it. Anyways, Jack says you know you're in trouble. Viewer Jack, when not one major sports network has even a hint of what's going on or not going on in the CFL.
No interest, he says, eh?
No interest. But there isn't, John.
I know it.
We'll be back with viewer takeover. Hang on. And on the way today, Bryn Griffiths, Mighty Mouth out of Edmonton, and Tommy Europe, CFL great, former Lion and Blue Bomber. We'll be right back. It's the RP Show across North America on Game Plus TV Network, and you're listening and watching around the world on the Rod Pedersen Broadcasting Network.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.